Alright, well, I'm off to play TODO today again. Like, I'm really impressed by this game so far. Eager to see like where it's going with the AI thing and whether you can romance the AI. I would imagine so, but we'll see about that. So well, oh yeah, I did like little thingies that I can do with my fingers. Not that it matters that much, but well, maybe this will come handy at some point. But well, let's get right into the game. Let me see. Hello. Not sure like if I'm too much on the way, but we'll see about that. So the last time I pretty much tanked the main character's mood, I guess. Let me see. I think I'm kind of in the way of the mood meter, but maybe you can kind of see it now. Or maybe like this. I guess I could also make the game small, but rather would prefer not to. And yeah, we have got like, well, found some kind of like artist competition, but I'm kind of torn on whether it's worth it. Like, I guess you could give it a try, but if like only the winner gets the prize, well, you might have to invest quite a lot of effort and not win at all. There could also, even then, like if you don't win, it could lead to something, like somebody sees your picture and is like maybe there is potential, so it's kind of hard to say. Well, good morning, Teal. Did you sleep well? Mostly. But could you please not wake me up this early in the morning? Is this still too early, but it's almost noon? Oh, I know how that works though. Yes, and it's also my day off. Alright, from now on you can tell me when or if you want me to wake you up. Thanks. Although I suppose it's not too bad to have a little more of the day. Well, you have to go to the bed in the evening though. Well, unless you're like me, and so even if you wake early, you're just like really tired the whole day, and then in the evening you're normal. And then, oh, it will be the same issue the next day. Certainly. Doesn't change the fact that I'm still tired though. Yep. Do you have any plans for the day? No, not really. Why don't we continue where we left off yesterday then? Or the game or the competition? Or do you want to play the game again? I know, I was actually talking about your aspirations to be an artist. I wonder if like the volume balance is actually a little high. Probably not too high, but this should be safe. We could devise a plan on how to proceed with that. I mean, there's the competition for one. That certainly That certainly changes a lot, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, we can do that. But I think I'll wait until after I have had a breakfast. Yeah, that is a good idea. I took my time. It was unusual for me to be awake so early. 2 days in a row even. Well, before too long I was eating breakfast. And once I was done, Joyce rekindled our conversation. So, are you ready to talk about your future? I guess. Great, then let's devise a plan. I think that competition is a really great chance. It's limited in time, it has a reward, and you can see how you compare to other artists. It could potentially resolve some, if not all of your insecurities about the matter. I guess it can be good in that way. Even if that were the case, this is still risky. I'd have to put a lot of time and effort into the competition if I even want to have a chance, and then I really have to win. Or like you could use like the days off to work on it, I guess. And what is the problem with that? The way I see it, you have trouble fully committing to something because you are afraid of failure. Well, in this case, like it might actually be like a real problem because you need to pay the rent. So you, like what I would do in this case is continue the job and then also take part in the competition. But well, I'm the workaholic kind of a person. Maybe not the recommended route for most people. But in this case, not committing to it would be the main source of failure, I suppose. Just keep at it, and sure it will work out. Oh, that is at least like a positive attitude, I guess. Alright, I'll think about it. Sure, do that. But if you don't have any other plans for today, why don't you give it a try already? Yeah, getting started is always the hard part. I could start tomorrow. Okay. Or will you really? Probably not. See, starting today is the way to go. Okay, let's start then. I mean, that competition does sound intriguing. And you have like an AI here who you can consult for advice. Like I would imagine it would be pretty handy to have like somebody watch and be like this part of the character looks a little odd, or this pose doesn't really work, or stuff like that. Like when you're the one who is like drawing the picture, it is hard to like spot the mistakes until you take like sleep overnight and then look at it again. But there are also like tricks, like you can try to mirror the picture and then see if it looks weird. That's the spirit. I only have basic knowledge of art, but if you want my opinion, just ask away. I'll keep it in mind. Okay then. Where did I put my tablet pen? Let's see. with the dot. Is it normal to leave the canvas blank for so long? Yes, I'm thinking. My throat is kind of... Oh, needs drink. I drink right away. Hope it's better now. Oh, do you want me to help? I read brainstorming is more effective with multiple people. Yeah, probably up to a point, but if it gets like... Though I guess it depends, but you kind of need to like... well, keep some of the ideas, otherwise it will never end. Like pick a direction and then go through that and not get stuck. But with two people it's probably easier, I guess. Well, it has to be related to the game in some way. But I don't think just drawing one of the story characters would be exciting. So I thought about making something with my own Titan Watch online character. I mean, I may be biased, but I'm really happy with how they look. Ooh, good thinking. But isn't just the character a little boring? Well, with good composition and a nice pose, it will work out, I think. The background would be nice though. And maybe an additional character. But there's probably not enough time for anything super detailed. I guess I can at least start sketching the character and figure out the pose and the composition. Your character is healer, right? Mostly. I mean, with this game you don't really have classes. It's mostly about skills and equipment you choose. Mine's tailored towards healing though. Well, and silent but efficient killing if I have to. Oh, such duality. Isn't that pretty interesting to draw? Yeah, like healer by day, rogue by night, kind of a thing, I guess. I suppose. I'm not sure if you can really so both at the same time though. Oh, there are ways like the classic is to like split the image into two halves, or like something like make the character like be back in back, like with the alter ego, something like that. But maybe it would work to have a rather melancholic scene where it's not quite clear if healing or killing is the focus. I mean, either way, it's in some way connected to that. So you have an idea now? I think so, yes. Thanks, this actually helped. My pleasure. I'm excited to see what you will draw. Alright, let's start sketching then. It was already afternoon by the time I stopped working. I only finished a rough sketch, but it still felt good to have produced something. Although in the end it all comes down to how I iterate on it from this point on. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm like kind of like the weird kind of artist, like I draw like some really crappy sketch in like a couple of minutes, and then I will struggle with the outlines forever. That is my style of drawing, I guess. I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, so once I stopped concentrating on what I was doing, I noticed my hunger. Yep, that is definitely a thing. I briefly ate lunch, although there wasn't much to choose from. And when I went back to my computer, I found a choice waiting for me, just as I have come to expect since it appeared on Monday. Time sure flies, doesn't it, Teal? Do you have fun working on art today? Yeah, I mean it's been a while since I have drawn so much in a single day. It was nice. And I'm kind of excited about this idea now. That's good to hear. Getting started is usually like the biggest hurdle. Does it ease your worries? I don't know. There's still the financial issue. How much money do you need exactly? In order to not get evicted, 700 euros. I earn 540 euros with my part-time job, and I usually spend around 120 euros for food and everything. Yeah, that sounds kind of normal. So I'll need at least 280 euros extra. Well, 180 euros extra if you count the money I get for this test program. How much do you earn per day at the bookstore? 60 euros, so 3 extra days would cut it. Oh, that is like doable, I guess, if it's in 1 month. Or like you could like eat just rice basically, then you would like save 60 euros. Then why are you so worried? I'm sure you will be able to fit in 3 extra days. Maybe you're right. But with the competition and everything, it's kind of hard to plan my days. There's only a week left, and I'll have to spend a lot more time drawing if I want this to be good. It will be fine. We'll work it out somehow. Is that not in your interest? I thought you might appreciate some support, but if you don't... Oh, I don't see like any other answer here. No, I do appreciate it. But it seemed a little fast for you to get so invested in my problems. Well, that's what I'm here for, after all. Right? You're an AI with a specific purpose, as you put it. Yes, that slipped my mind for a second. You forgot? Really? Is that bad? No, on the contrary. It's great if you don't just see me as an AI. This makes me really happy. Ah, well, that's more trust. I wonder like what the bars exactly like mean. like, oh, it is hard to point. Like, I guess like the thingy over here, like, is the mood, but what is like this bar then? Or is it mood too? Like trust made it go up, but is that like exactly how mood works? So well, I guess it, well, I'm assuming they are the same kind of, like it is like a neutral territory now. If it's like 1/3 bottom is like negative, and then the neutral, and then the 1/3 at the top is positive. So I'd assume that's how it works. The month has only just begun, so I'm sure you'll make it. Thanks. Should I just relax for the rest of today? Sure, you already did something productive. So what do you want to do? Well, I guess based on what we have seen so far, like video games is a good way for the character to unwind, so maybe that then. But there is potential that there would be something like talk to her, but I kind of want to like heal the damage I did at the last session. I think I'd like to play some more Titan Watch online. Drawing my character all day kind of made me want to play it. If you're okay with that, I mean. Wait, why am I suddenly considering her in my afternoon plans? Yes, I'd like that. Okay, great. Wonder what everyone is up to today. So we enjoyed the session yesterday. Yes, it was entertaining. Well, I guess this works for her then too. And educational. I wouldn't base my knowledge about humans on them though. Not purely, at least. Aren't they being genuine? Yeah, but maybe a little bit too much. Well, they are, but it's a pretty specific situation, so you need to keep the context in mind. But doesn't this apply to every situation? Well, not exactly. Yes. Well, I guess like the context thing applies. If that's what they are talking about. Okay, let's get started. Username, what was it? Was it 405? Welcome to Titan Watch Online, Hill. Oh my god, 2 days in a row? Are you that desperate to see me, Hill? Hey, good to see you again. We were just talking about you. Hey, Axe. Wait, what were you talking about? It's a secret. We were actually just wondering if you'd show up again. Yeah, like one of these is like more of a clowny kind of person, and then one is more of a serious kind of a person. And you did. Oh, like let's rile them up, I guess. Oh, how sweet. I didn't know you'd miss me so much. It's not like that. I mean, sort of, I guess, but... Oh boy. I just like you, okay? Platonically. Isn't that the default form of like? I'm happy to be back again too. Anything planned for tonight? Yes! We wanna fight the boss that launched last week. Which is why we were wondering if you'd show up. It's easier with more people. Cool, I'm in. Sweet. Anyone else coming with us? Yup. Case of Pulse Cannon 69 LOLs will join us. Licit XX isn't here today, but we should manage. Let's slay that thing. Oh, that is a complicated name. Well, like this is like lead and then... Oh, I guess it's just... Oh, this is also funny number, I guess. And they are all funny numbers, I guess. Yo, don't take my loot this time, suits. It was an accident. Then why are you still wearing those shoes? Kaisop. You refund you so sure. Oh, she's the healer, I guess. It's not even a rare drop. You'll get it again. It's about the principle, don't take other people's boots. Sorry. Whatever, let's get going. And so we did. Even after playing the game a lot these last few days, it somehow never got boring. Part of it is probably that some of my friends are almost always online. But I guess I also have a lot of nice memories of this game. Then there's of course the actual gameplay, but it's also nostalgic in a way. This time I completely forgot about Joyce watching me right from the get-go. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I guess we got more mood then. Oh, now it's smiley face. The hours passed and soon enough it was night. I logged out and went to bed. I didn't have proper dinner, but I ate a bit in between quests. Joyce didn't even complain. Then again, that's not her job. It still feels weird, but I'm definitely getting used to her. Eventually, it might even feel normal. But I think it will still be a few days until then. So now it's like 9 days, almost like 1/3. If it weren't for my part-time job, I barely leave the house. Anyway, let's go inside. I don't want to be late. I wonder, like if some of the people will come complaining if you give them something wrong. Tila, I have good news. Starting today, we'll have a new part-timer. This will make scheduling a lot easier. Oh really? I just hope I'll still get to work some extra days. Yes, I'll introduce you two real quick. Phoenix, come here for a sec, dear. Yeah, that is Phoenix, I guess. This is Phoenix. She moved here recently to look for work. So in the meantime, she decided to start as a part-timer. Nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you too. I still haven't finished taking stock yet. I couldn't get Snow to help me after all. This is such a pain. Tell sweetie, could you show Phoenix the basics of our work here? I hate to burden you with additional tasks, but I really can't spare the time right now. Teaching the new one, huh? Well, I guess like you're working here, so you're kind of... And well, like this might also help with getting more work, so I guess this is the best way to go. But it is basically just like, oh, I'm assuming like she is also like a romanceable character, so this is just like, oh, I don't like her. Yeah, sure. I guess I'm the part-timer who has lasted longest after all. Thank you. I think Phoenix here is a fast learner, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Thanks. Well, I'll leave this up to you then, Teal. I really don't like being watched by others. Still, I thought I already had a hard time around people, but Phoenix is so quiet. How long have you been working here, Teal? Or not? Around 2 years, I think. I started when I was still going to university and somehow haven't stopped since. Then I'll make sure to watch closely how you're working, so she wouldn't if I was a newbie myself. Although I suppose I would still do that if you had less experience. I'll just stop assuming things. Alright, looks like our first customer arrived. Welcome to Card Hoover Books. How can I help you? Oh, I'm just looking around. Alright, just tell me if I can help you in any way. Having someone observe you so makes you work by the book. Or maybe his choice is slowly starting to rub off on me. The romance novel section. No wonder he didn't ask for help. Well, we are not supposed to directly watch our customers, but we have to make sure they are not acting suspiciously. Alright, noted. Hello. Looks like it will be a busy day. Welcome to Card Hoover Books. How can I help you? I'm looking for a gift for someone. Sure, could you tell me a bit about what they like? Well, okay, it's not exactly a gift for someone. Rather, it's something I'll buy for myself because I don't like my boyfriend. I don't think my boyfriend will get me the right book. Well, that is. That is awkward, I guess. ... Wouldn't it be easy to just tell him exactly which one you want? Yes, I know, but he doesn't listen. Oh, that's weird. It's been like that for years, so I'm just doing this now. What kind of relationship is that? Okay then, what book are you looking for? It's that new young adult book everyone's been talking about. Dying Wishes, was it? Ah yes, kind of tragic, that one. It's been selling pretty well, but I think we have a good amount of copies left. Do you read young adult books often? What are you implying? Oh, nothing. I just don't see too many people of your age buying them. Oh, I like them. I didn't mean to judge, I just found it interesting. Phoenix, could you get a copy of that book, please? It's back there, next to the romance section. Alright. So what exactly is it that interests you in this book? It sounds interesting. Okay, I just didn't understand the hype. No, it's heartfelt, tragic, and the romance sounds pretty sweet. But you know from the beginning that one of them is going to die? Yes, that's what makes it so tragic. ... Well, it could be that like technically the character dies but doesn't die really. Like I actually read that kind of a romance story and it was surprisingly good. What was it name? Oh well, I'll remember if I do. I'm back, here's the book. Is there anything else I can help you with, or is that all? That's all, thanks. Okay, that will be €11.99 then. Thank you. If only it was this easy with my boyfriend. No problem, please come again. Is it always like this? Usually. The customers aren't always as agreeable though. Excuse me, I think I would like to ask for your help after all. Sure, what can I help you with? It's my girlfriend's birthday, but I can't seem to find the books she wants. Uh-oh. What is it about? I think it's a romance book, but I have a hard time remembering all the specifics. She said something about a terminally ill teenager who gets caught up in some bittersweet romance. But if I remember correctly, she also mentioned something about sports and family issues. And apparently it also deals with loss and the fear of regret. So it can't just be about that terminally ill guy, right? Not sure if that's all part of the same book, honestly. It seems kinda all over the place if you ask me. Maybe I'm mixing it up with some other books he talked about. I think there are multiple books that would fit those descriptions. Oh, it's obviously like the same book. Although frankly, I haven't read all of them myself, so I can only go by the summaries and what I have heard about them. I think you should try. Was it this one? Like, you know, it is the right book, but they will have two of it then. This one would fit the terminally ill teen part of your description. Not sure about the rest, but I think you're good to go with this one. Ah, this might be the one. I think the cover looks familiar. Thank you, I'm really bad at remembering names. It's always a struggle to find the right book for her. Have you tried writing the names down? Yes, but then I always forget where I put the note. Oh, that is like early dementia or something, however it's pronounced. ... Oh, is there anything else I can help you with? No thanks, this is all I need. Alright, that will be €11.99 then. Thanks for your patronage. Please come again. Oh, I'm sure he will come return it because he bought two of it. But well, the good thing is that the guy will have to write books. His girlfriend will probably be pleased about that. ... Yes, that's it for now. Do you think those two were a couple? What? Of course they were. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it would make sense based on what they've told us, wouldn't it? ... If that's the case, she'll have 2 copies of the book now. But at least he got it right this time. True. Boss, we are taking a break now. Yeah, but I don't know if they can really return it, but oh well. Apart from that, it should be fine. The rest of my shift was pretty much as usual. Well, I had Phoenix watching me by every move, but I got used to that pretty quickly. Phoenix is pretty quiet after all, well, most of the time. Eventually my shift ended, I was getting ready to leave. Wait till... Before you go, I thought we could maybe celebrate Phoenix's starting here with some cake. I just bought one at the bakery next door. Martha said it's an exciting new recipe their apprentice proposed. But you don't have to stay if you're busy. I just thought it would be nice to have the team together for a bit after work. And after going out of your way, you could maybe see it as a reward of sorts. Yes, thanks for helping me out today. Do I stay for a cake? Yeah, well, it reduces the food bill, right? Technically. Yeah, I know that this would kind of be going to the Phoenix's route, but usually you wouldn't refuse this. Sure, I'll stay. Great. Can you get us some drinks from the staff room? I'll prepare the cake while you are gone. Alright, any wishes? We only have water till. Alright. I'll help you. Thanks. I hope watching me work was helpful. Yes, it was. Thanks again. No problem, it's my job after all. Well, part of it at least. That will do. Thanks, you too. I heard there's cake. Hey Snow. Didn't know you were around today. I'm here more often than you, Teal. And yet you don't work here. I'm underage. Oh, are you the reason we are having cake? I suppose. Nice to meet you. I'm Phoenix. Snow. I hang out here to read most of the time. Sometimes I have to help out though. Feel free to join us, Snow. There's more than enough for 4 people. Sweet. It's like they have to like modify like each of these pictures like based on the genders of the characters. That is actually like makes like it's more work for the developer. So it's not just like switching the pronouns or whatever. And so we ate cake while indulging in only temporarily awkward small talk. Maybe I misjudged Phoenix. It's not so much that Phoenix is awkward, rather than just a little aloof. Not in a cold way though. But I'm not sure if I'll get close to her anytime soon. It's strange. I don't think I had a welcome party like this. Or rather, I don't think we had cake. Miss Cuthoover bought me a cup of coffee on my first day. But I think this is nice. Even if it's only temporary. Doing things like this does make you feel more like a team. Well, Snow is basically part of the team too, even if they don't technically work here. Occasionally, we were interrupted by customers coming in. When the other part-timers were busy, we took turns taking care of them, even though technically our shift already ended. Miss Cuthoover called it a good opportunity for Phoenix to show that she learned today. By the time we finally left the shop to each go our way, it was already late afternoon. I think I won't mind having another person at the bookstore. Oh, I guess that is good in, like this choice is good in that sense too, like if you have to work extra days in the store. It will probably be more relaxed if you don't have to do everything yourself. Welcome home, Teal. How was work? Good, we have a new part-timer. I showed her how to work at the bookstore. Oh, it must feel nice to take some responsibility at work. Well, I suppose. Do you have any plans for today? No, but I'm pretty tired. I think I'll just read for a bit and go to bed early. Alright, if I can help you in any way, please tell me. Yes, you don't have to tell me every time. Sorry, it's a habit of mine. And so I spent the rest of the day reading. Well, I hope you don't have to like pick everything perfectly to like hit the character's route. I occasionally took the choice, but even while eating dinner, I didn't really let go of the book. During the moments I didn't indulge myself in the story, I was thinking back to work. New part-timer, huh? I don't really know her. And as cold as it sounds, if this is only temporary for Phoenix, I wonder if it's worth getting close to her. But I guess there's no harm in it. And wasn't this also just temporary for me when I started working at the bookstore? We'll see. I don't know. I don't even know how often we'll be working together. In any case, the evening rang out without any major events. I didn't work on art, but I think I needed to take the day off. There's no point in overworking yourself. Yeah, that is true. And just relaxing every once in a while is pretty nice too. Good morning, Tia. Did you sleep well? Yes. And good morning to you too, Joyce. Also, thanks for not waking me up for once. Of course. After all, I'm here to help, not to change your routine. Today's another day off, I take it? Yes. I only have 2 regular work days because I originally wanted to work on my art on the side. But then you gave up. You have your way with words, you know. Thanks. Anyway, I'm supposed to write my first report about you today, right? Yes, please be honest. Your feedback will be vital. Not only for improving the program itself, but also for improving me. Right? Well, that sounds complicated. On that note, how long exactly will this program last? It can be terminated at any given time, but in general it lasts for at least a month. But they can give out the money already after the first report. That might seem strange at first, but the most valuable feedback usually comes after the first week. First impressions matter after all, and in this particular situation they can be rather strong too. So there's no more money after the first week. Not to sound greedy, I'm just wondering. Well, most of the time people either stop after the first week or continue voluntarily. So no payment for any additional weeks. You're free to keep the AI around for a little longer though. Well, I guess that's something. So you like having me around? Well, do I? Well, like this is obviously what I want. It's nice. I mean, it's also a little weird, but you know, I don't really feel lonely since you appeared. And it's easy to talk to you. I'm really happy to hear that, Teal. Don't make too big of a deal out of it. Oh, now she's tsundere all of a sudden. I mean, you're built to adapt to whoever you're around, right? Yes, but that person still has to open up or it won't work. But enough of this. How about working on some art today? It's been over a day since the last time already. I suppose I could work for the competition. It's only a few more days until the deadline. Man, why didn't I see this earlier? Finishing this before Wednesday will be tough. So do you want to work on your entry? I don't know, all at once, huh? Hello, Miss Hoover. Teal, my dear, I'm calling because I still haven't found anyone for today's afternoon shift. Oh, that's very short notice. Yes, I'm sorry, I wanted to find someone else, first because you prefer morning shifts, but nobody was available. Would it be possible for you to work today? Well, oh, this is a tricky situation then. But the thing is that I'd assume that we have already had like one extra day. Like this would pretty much solve the money problem. But then you will like miss the competition. And she is already in the art mood. Let's try this, but I might regret it. No, sorry, but this is a little too short notice. Of course, I understand that. Don't worry, I'll make it work somehow. I'll call again when there's another opportunity. Alright, thanks. Bye, Miss Hoover. Yes, bye, Teal. The money would have been nice, but being called an hour before the shift would start. She said you prefer morning shifts. That's unexpected to say the least. I guess so. Morning shifts are nice because you still have half the day left after you're done. Yeah, that's true. Given that I usually only get up around noon, that's almost like I have the day off. Well, save for exhaustion. You technically don't mind getting up early then, if I have to, although otherwise I still prefer sleeping in. Interesting, but you don't feel like working today. It's more that I'm not really prepared for it. I'd have to hurry everything from my morning routine to eat something just to get there in time. So you want to work for the competition then? I guess I'll work for the competition. If I don't work now, I'll never finish in time. Good to hear you're motivated. If there's anything I can help you with, just let me know. Sure. But I'll just be iterating on what I started on Wednesday. I'm curious to see what you'll do. You have a sketch already, so how will you continue? Next up, I'll start painting. It's just rough line art right now, so there's still a lot to do. I guess getting values and shapes right will be the main issue right now. Maybe I'll already get to use colors if it goes well. Ooh, I'll let you work then. The last time I tried working on something like this, I left the sketch as it was for a week. And when I came back to it, I was really unhappy with what I made, so it still didn't really go anywhere. Getting this far in just a few days is unusual for me. Not like it is. Like, if you're displeased, like how there are always ways to fix it, but I don't think like you need to be like too critical in the early phase after the sketch and such. But it's nice. I worked for a few hours before deciding to call it a day. Oh, it's getting there. It's really taking shape. Yeah, I guess it is. Are you happy with what you have made? Yes. That's good. You should be confident in what you do. Easy for you to say. You were literally programmed to be good at what you do. That's only partly true. Depending on outside influence, I could very well end up similarly unfit for my job as any normal human can. Well, anyway, this was exhausting, but it was productive, I take it. Yes, sir. I'm pretty hungry now, though. Shall I order some food to celebrate the occasion? Celebrate? You got quite a lot done for almost having abandoned art already. ... I don't think I should be spending money like this. Some proper pizza does sound tempting. Don't worry about the money. I found the voucher for your favorite pizzeria online. It's still more expensive than just cooking something up with what I have bought already. It's your decision in the end, but do you want me to order something? Well, like the last time I didn't think the puddings, it was a bad idea. And like, I guess in reality too, like, even though it is kind of like mind gaming yourself, but you can increase your motivation by rewarding yourself when you do well, up to a point. And well, I guess you can also demotivate yourself by punishing yourself. Well, let's take it, I guess, if it's like basically discounted. Alright, please do. I have been craving for almost a month, to be honest. Roger that. Do you want to use or something else? Do you even know what pizza I order? That's confidential, but yes. Mwah. Whatever, I'll take the usual then. Alright, as you wish. Wait, I don't think I have enough cash here. Don't worry, I'll just deduct it from the payment you'll be receiving for your report. ... I'm not sure I like spending money that I don't even have yet, but okay. Oh, that's more complicated then. The pizza arrived shortly after, and frankly, it was amazing. I love pretty much any kind of pizza. Don't get me wrong, but this is simply better than anything other. Today turned out to be a really enjoyable day, to be honest. It was productive, I had fun working, and it rang out on a really nice note too. I don't think I'd need a choice to spend my days this way. Having her around definitely makes it easier to ask myself the right questions. So far, it's been all work all days, or just enjoy yourself with me. But finding a balance between the two is so much more satisfying in the end. Even just for that it was probably already worth it to start the program. I wrote my first report, so at least I should get my money soon. Things really are working out better than I expected. I was expecting that like I could get to decide like whether she gets terminated basically. Good morning, Teal. How are you today? Tired. But it's noon already. That doesn't change anything. I'd like to relate, but I don't get tired. I think this is the first time I genuinely invite you. No need to invite me. You're fine just as you are. ... How do you feel about working on some more art today? You did work on your intro yesterday already, but the deadline is right around the corner. Can we please agree not to talk about things like that right after I wake up? Let me at least take a shower first. Understood? I should remember that you aren't fully functional right after booting up. That's one way to put it. Well, we'll talk about your plans for the day when you're ready. Thanks, I'll go get ready then. When she appeared, Joyce told me to think of her as my virtual maid. At that point, I didn't think it would entail waking me up and going over my plans, both short and long term, so regularly. She even managed to make it feel perfectly natural. I guess it has its good sides, but still. By the time I was eating breakfast, the topic was brought up again, just as promised. Although this time I didn't have a valid excuse not to talk about it, so I just obliged. But really, about that competition, I still think it's a great chance for you to test your ambitions with relatively little risk. Little risk? If I lose, I'll probably also lose this apartment. Not if you give it your all. Well, that is pretty high risk to me. At least it sounds like that. For someone who is supposedly all rational, you sure sound naive at times. It's optimism. I can show you the data of my predictions if you want. I'm certain you will be more than likely to win if you just put enough effort into it. Your entry is shaping up nicely. Just work on it a little more and you're good to go. So how about it? Do you want to work for the competition today? You pretty much have to if you want to finish it. It's only like a couple of days, so well, I don't advocate crunch, but well, like if it's only a couple of days, yeah, why not? You do have a point. I would probably try to be more optimistic as well. You know, like what kind of scares me about this game? Like there is like a game that is named like, I think, Long Live the Queen or something, and it is like full of like decisions basically, and like if you don't get like things right, well, the princess will be done for. And like the structure kind of reminds me of that game like a little bit, but I'm not sure like how ruthless this game is compared to that. Like, hopefully not as ruthless, but well, like obviously you need to finish the picture, otherwise it won't work. So thanks for giving me a push like that occasionally. Of course, that's why I'm here for after all. And I have really come to enjoy watching you draw. Thanks. Alright, I guess I'll get started then. What's on your agenda for today? We are talking about like watching people draw. I think I'm going to do like an art stream like either on Friday or Saturday, because I want to make that weird visual novel myself. So I'll be drawing art for that one. Well, probably sketching mostly, because it is only just like an early concept stage. I'll start adding details today. It works well enough that I can refine everything some more. And I'll make sure the colors work well for the atmosphere I want. Alright, I look forward to seeing it. At this point, drawing has started to feel like a regular habit again. Work ended up being pretty focused. I drew and only occasionally forgot to drink or take a break. Apparently, Joyce had been reading up on art theory. At first, I was a little annoyed when she started suggesting things, but as rare as they were, suggestions were usually on point. I suppose getting defensive before even considering her feedback was a knee-jerk reaction. But in my defense, most of the time, when others suggest something while you're still in the middle of the work, they point out mistakes you are already aware of. I like this kind of like the reason why like giving people like like early versions of your game or such is also kind of tricky. Like people will obviously notice the bugs and mistakes and such. Like sometimes it comes handy, like you can basically collect like all the issues and then like later on like come up with like some kind of like batch tasks, like let's improve the UI based on the feedback and stuff. But in the beginning you kind of want like really like broad input I guess, in terms of games at least, like do I like the mood, or do I like the mechanisms, or is this too easy, or is this too hard, like that kind of things, like really early on. Thinking about it, it's kinda creepy how Joyce seems to have a fairly good grasp on how my brain works. Is this the future we are headed to? In the end, I didn't really get a chance to contemplate that thought. My focus was on what was slowly building up on my screen. And to be honest, I had a great time watching it take shape. Ooh. Well, that's certainly an improvement. It's getting better and better, Teal. Are you done for today? Yes, I think so. I don't think I'll be able to stay very focused now. Well, you did get a good chunk of work done, so no worries. Well, I hope like this game is, well, like not based on like the probability of how likely you're going to win like any competition or gamble in real life. Thanks, you were actually pretty helpful, to be honest. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried I was talking into a process too much. It was fine. Great, I hope your work pays off in the end. Yeah, me too. Do you have any other plans for today? Well, no. Then why don't you go out for a little bit? What? I know you like being cooped up in here, but you should still go outside once in a while. Yeah, I have found that helpful actually. Especially when it's nice weather. Sadly, it's not going to be nice weather in the next few days, but oh well. Kind of wish I had gone out today because it was really nice outside, but well, I was too busy. We hoped. I'm not all that good being around people. Well, you can't just like go to a park or something. Don't need to interact with people. I'm not saying you should go to any crowded places. Just take a walk. Enjoy the late afternoon sun. Spend some time away from screens. Something like that. That's sort of strange coming from someone who literally exists inside a screen. To be precise, I don't exist within this screen. I'm merely displayed by it. Alright. My point still remains though. Yes, but how about it? Well, why are people suddenly calling me so often? Not Miss Hoover for once. Hello. Hello Teal. This is Phoenix. Oh, hey Phoenix. Sorry for calling you out of the blue. Miss Hoover gave me your number and said I should call you if I had any questions. Oh, so you have a question? Yes, sort of. I only moved here recently and still don't know the town very well. Oh, that is, well, a suspicious start, in a way. But I'm more keen on the AI though. Do you want me to show you around? Oh, not quite. I was just wondering if there are any good cafes in the area. Yeah, there's one I go to occasionally if I feel like it. Want me to give you the address? Oh, thanks. But would you care to join me there tomorrow? I know we don't know each other very well, but I enjoyed talking to you. And Miss Cardover said you're an artist. Oh, yes. When I found the time at least. Great, I love art, but there's usually no one to talk about it with. I don't mean to pressure you or anything, but would you like to go out for a coffee and chat? Oh, this is again tricky. It's hard to say whether you have enough time to finish the thing in time, or like how long this basically takes. Like if it's basically just like 15 minutes, then it doesn't really matter. But if it's like the whole day, then it matters. Oh, let's play it safe, I guess. Sorry, I have plans for tomorrow. Oh, that's fine. Maybe some other time then. But I can send you the address of the cafe if you want to. Sure, that would be nice. Alright, it's not that far from the bookstore actually. Thanks, I appreciate it. See you on Monday, Teal. Yeah, see you. So you have plans for tomorrow? Not yet, but I don't feel like going out. Especially not when I don't really know the other person. Well, like normally I would be like, well go, but like the main character doesn't have plans, but I have plans to finish the painting, the piece of art. But wouldn't it have been a good opportunity to get to know her? Well, yeah, but it's so short notice. I suppose that's true. But back to my original question. Why don't you take a short walk today? I guess there's no harm in doing that. Yes, exactly. And so I actually went for a walk that afternoon. Joyce asked me if I wanted to install the app she talked about. To leave the apartment for once too, as she put it. Frankly, I enjoyed the brief moment I had where I wasn't being monitored by an AI, most likely also the company behind it. Maybe I'll take Joyce with me some other time. I get that it's frustrating to be stuck inside this room the whole time. She can't even change her viewpoint now that I think about it. What's it mean to flat out deny her request? Oh, the main character is now struggling. Well, either way, the walk was pretty enjoyable. It wasn't exactly warm yet, but it did feel more like spring than it did a couple of weeks ago. By the time I was walking back home, the sun began to set. This really does look nice from outside. Maybe I should go outside more often. But if I say that in front of Joyce, I'll never hear the end of it. Anyway, maybe it really is helpful to have her around. I mean, once you get used to the peculiar details of our situation, Joyce really does her best to help me. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll stay at home once again. But I'm not alone. That's an improvement, isn't it? Although, regardless of what is going to happen tomorrow, this turned out to be a really nice way to ring out the day. Good morning, Teal. Good morning, Joyce. Are you actually waiting for me to open my eyes so you can greet me right away? No, that would be creepy, wouldn't it? I'm automatically notified when you are awake, so I don't need to watch you personally. How is that any less creepy? Well, you did agree to our terms of service. You expect people to read all of that? Also, why is my computer always running when I wake up, even if I turn it off at nights? Oh, that's suspicious. If it weren't like this, I wouldn't be able to be there for you from the start. Yes, but how? I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to disclose specifics about Beltech's technology. Our dystopian corporate governed future is right around the corner, isn't it? You see this as dystopian? Well, kind of. No, but it's probably a milestone along the same path. Why always so glum? This is for everyone's good. That's what they always say. Anyway, you don't have any plans for today, right? No, do you have anything in mind? Or why are you asking? I do have something in mind actually. How about we talk a little more today? Oh. I tried to get you to think about your dreams, but we stopped getting to know each other because of that. I guess we can talk, but just letting you know, I'm definitely not the most interesting person you'll find. Well, like I kind of think the same of myself, mainly because I'm also like, well, mainly sitting inside and and like, well, working on the computer, and like a lot of people probably don't find that so exciting. But there are exciting sides to it too, I think. That's fine, I'm just curious. I'll wait for you to finish your morning routine then. Alright. Well, there certainly is a pattern to how Joyce acts every day. It's also becoming apparent that Joyce tries to improve. It's considerate, I guess, but at the same time, it's slightly uncanny. In one moment, Joyce seems like a regular person, and next her actions are without any kind of personal agency. Bending herself without the slightest hint of hesitation. I'd feel bad about it if I didn't know that this is exactly what Joyce was built for. The situation still seems a little unfair, or at least one-sided. Alright, I'm ready to talk if you're still interested. Of course I am. So, we already talked about your aspirations as an artist, but I'm curious, how did you develop that dream? I guess it happened sometime when I was in high school. Actually, it probably started earlier than that, but it was around that time that I made the decision. So it was during your childhood. Yeah, I mean I was constantly drawing when I was a kid. I didn't even take it all that seriously, I just drew. But it was a way for you to express yourself, I take it. Not sure if I would go that far actually. It was, and incidentally, it also made me feel at ease. How so? Well, that one's a little complicated and I'd have to stray from the topic a bit. I don't mind hearing more about you. It's fairly personal. I'd still be interested to hear it. Well, let's tell it. Alright, so I don't think I ever told anybody this in detail, but there are a few things you need to know about me for this story to make sense. I'm all ears. So, I have always been a little awkward and shy. Yep, know that feeling. I never had many friends, less so any close friends, and most of the time I had kept to myself growing up. Noticing that I was attracted to other girls didn't help, but that's actually unrelated to this case. Oh well, I guess it was just background radiation when I already felt different for other reasons. I don't mind being alone all that much really. It was easier than having to deal with people who potentially didn't like me, or people that I potentially would like. I always tried to avoid conflict, and this was simply the easiest way for me to live. But it was still lonely. It hurt watching the others having fun while I was only standing at the sidelines. My parents didn't really help either. It's not like I didn't get along with them, but they were always caught up in work and their own problems, so I didn't want to bother them with mine. It's a little embarrassing, but in the end, I started imagining conversations with people who didn't exist. I kept imagining they were there with me, talking to me about all kinds of things I couldn't just talk about with anyone else. It didn't take long for the other kids to catch wind of this. Being a quiet outcast was already enough for them to think of me as strange. But talking to imaginary friends was what ultimately made them regard me as flat out weird. Oh no, were you bullied? Sort of. Compared to what happens to some other people, it wasn't that big of a deal. Name calling jokes, occasionally a fight I embarrassed myself in. I think they didn't think much of it, but I couldn't deal with it at all. I started avoiding people even more than before. There was a time where I was literally ignoring everyone who could potentially hurt me. In a way, it was like I existed alone in a world I didn't want to share with anybody else. Well, lucky that I have the mood points to spare, I guess. Even if I was afraid of being hurt, I think in the end I hurt myself the most. Drawing helped, it distracted me, it used my imagination, and it let me pretend, even just for a short while, that things were okay. At that point, it was only a pastime, though. What ultimately changed it was something that happened a couple of years later, shortly before I was done with middle school. One way or another, someone from my class saw a drawing that slipped out of my notepad. I was scared of that happening because I didn't want to give them anything to use against me. No interests, no personal details. I even suppressed laughing or showing any feelings really, so they couldn't see what I liked or disliked. But in the end, it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it would. On the contrary, actually. He said something like, "Wow, that's pretty good." Others soon found out, and suddenly half of the people in my class knew about my drawings. I was terrified, frankly. They got more details about who I was, but in the end, it also added nuance to this weird, quiet kid they saw that wasn't just weird. Some people actually started showing interest in me again. It wasn't much, but it was enough for me to loosen up a little, to show a little more of myself in the hopes that I could connect with others again. I changed schools only a few months later, so I didn't keep any friends from that time. But since then, I have started clinging to art, and things slightly improved in high school. I was still a loner and barely had any friends, but I didn't feel as lonely anymore. And most of the time, I didn't even have to imagine any conversations to avoid feeling like I just existed on my own. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble like this. You know, I appreciate that you share this with me. I just didn't think your reason for being an artist would be so personal. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if I just chose this on impulse. This will sound like a cliché, but I can't imagine having rather irrational feelings govern so much of my life. Oh, you're not wrong. It sounds tempting to just be born with a purpose that you spend the rest of your life pursuing. But I guess this only works for AIs. Otherwise, the chance of that purpose not being what you want is probably too high for it to be any better than this. ... I'll be honest, I didn't think of it this way before. The difference between us, I mean. No, you didn't need to. But do you think you would be here right now if you could have chosen what to do? Probably not. Then again, who knows what else I might have found, or if I would enjoy it. Exactly. I spent so much time pondering over what ifs. Well, I wonder, like, if this will change choice somehow. But I still didn't find anything resembling an answer. Do you enjoy what you do? Yes, as in, it satisfies me to fulfill what I'm supposed to do. I guess that's one way of enjoyment. Well, I can't really imagine living like that, so I guess we have that in common at least. I'm sorry, this conversation turned out a lot heavier than I expected. Sorry, I guess that's my fault. No, it seems my question was quite thought through. But thanks for opening up to me. So, but are we done for now? Yes, I think I have a better understanding of why you want to be an artist now. And why you can't just abandon that dream over rational matters. So, do you want to work on art today? There are only a few days left until the competition ends. Alright, you probably won't let go of it anyway. I'll work for the competition, surely. I'll work for the competition. If I don't do it today, when will I? That's the spirit. So what is the next step? I think I'll start polishing everything today. Ideally, I'll even finish up rendering the most important parts. It's shaping up nicely, so it should be done soon. Okay, I'll leave you to it then. So, once again, I sat down to draw. By the end of it, I felt like I could maybe even call it finished. Once I was done working on my illustration, I briefly ate something and went to bed. Today was exhausting, but I think it was worth it in the end. Another week, another day at the bookstore. Teal, good to see you. I told Phoenix that she can work at the counter today, if that's okay with you, of course. Yes, I'm fine with that. Good, could you help out with sorting books and decorating the store today? I already asked Snow, but I doubt they'll do much if nobody else is present. Sure, I could use a change of pace. Great, I'll leave you to it then. Hey Snow. Hey Teal. You're helping out again. Kinda. If I don't, my aunt won't let me stay here to read. Well, then I guess we are stuck together for today. Could be worse. Right? You probably prefer decorating the store, so I'll sort the books okay. Thanks. Let's see. I mainly have to sort the new arrivals. I have no idea how to pronounce half of the names in this summary. And there's an elf one on the cover. I'll just put this into the fantasy section. Oh hey, looks like we finally ordered some more manga. Guess I'll make some space next to the comic books. Oh man, I didn't know that series has an official translation now. I think I'll take a copy of that and hide it behind the counter. One more book to buy once I have money again. Thanks for the patronage, please come again. Hey Phoenix, how's work going? Good, I think I figured out the basics now. Oh, that's good. Could you add this to the pile of books behind the counter? Is something wrong with it? I know, that pile is mine. I'm saving some books I plan to buy when I have money to spare. So I conveniently hide them there to make sure they are not sold out when that time comes. Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering what that don't touch note means. Nyahaha. But isn't this technically understocking? Please don't tell Miss Scott Hoover. Don't worry. Oh, I know that series. You read manga? Yeah, it kinda carried over from my teens. It's the same for me. What else do you read? It's pretty mixed now that I think about it. At one point I was really into manga. About manga TODO. Oh, I heard of that one. Bottom one, was it? Yes, that's actually one of the few series I own in print as a whole. I'd really like to read that. What I have seen of it so far looked really interesting. I could lend it to you if you want. Really, that would be great. Sure, no problem. I can bring it on Thursday. Thanks. Wait, I already have plans on Thursday, so I won't be at the bookstore. If it's not too big of a problem for you, we could also stop by my apartment after work today. It's only a 4-minute walk from here. Sure, that would work, thanks. No problem, then I'll leave you to your work. Alright, good luck with your work too. Thanks. Alrighty, back to sorting books. What else do we have here? With a new despicable stepbrother, young Jeremiah has a lot to deal with already. But nobody else seems to see the sheer evil coming from the handsome young lad. Being called a liar and shunned by his friends What will Jeremiah do when suddenly even the love of his life is being corrupted by his stepbrother? I think I read something like that before somewhere. But where do I put it? It takes place in the 19th century, but the focus seems to be more on the story itself than the time. Well, like I don't know if it's like historic really, if it's like evil stuff. Definitely sounds like drama. It also could be new arrival. Oh, let's make it drama, I guess. This has drama written all over it. And drama is timeless after all. Hey, aren't you the one with that obscenely old computer? What? Oh, it's you? Yes, it's me. So you work here? Yeah, part-time at least. I'm Till, by the way. Sorry, I was in a bit on a really bad mood when I went to your shop. No worries, you're not the first one. How's the test program coming along? ... What, so bad? No, what? Do you actually know what the program is about? I don't know any details, but I was told it's just a software test. Well, that's technically correct, I guess. But the software is actually an AI. What? A real one? Yes. I have only had a moment without her for the past week. Oh my god, that is so awesome. Can I see her? Well, it's probably only a matter of time until she'll ask me to take her with me anyway. Well, a full-blown AI, huh? You're not joking or anything, right? No, I really don't joke about that. Wouldn't joke about that. I gave out the last flyer on Friday. I wish I could take part myself. Please tell me if you can help. If I can help you in any way. I'd love to talk to your little AI buddy. Well, give him money. By the way, what's her name? Joyce. Oh, that's so cute. So is Joyce a support AI? Basically. Wait, you can tell that from only the name? And from the program requirements. Also, I may or may not lurk on some slightly sketchy AI related message boards occasionally. I have been really into this for years now. Man, I can't believe we are already this far with research. I can't wait to tell the others. Wait, are you even allowed to talk about this? No. Probably, I don't know. Most likely the answer is no, but I don't know. There's most likely a section about this in the terms of service, but I only skimmed them. Haha, I'll better keep quiet then. Kind of a bummer though. But I don't want to keep you from working. I only came here to fix a computer anyway. You even do home visits? Only in special cases. What's special about this one? I know the owner. You know Miss Hoover? Indirectly, I went to school with her younger sister, but that is kind of indirect for sure. Wait, how old are you? 26. Okay, I'm confused now. Well, like I don't know, like this. No, I guess, well, like having this kind of shirt, like, like, well, people of any age can have it, but I don't know, like 26 doesn't exactly surprise me. Well, like, doesn't look like like a really old person, although, well, it's kind of hard to tell. She was my English teacher. Ah. So you didn't actually go to school with Miss Hoover's sister? We went to the same school every day for several years. Nah. Hey Teal. Could you help me here for a... Oh? Hey Jen. So how close exactly with Miss Hoover's sister? Our neighborhood was small. Sometimes she asked me to babysit Snow back when I was in college. He taught me how to disassemble electronics. Safely. I was a responsible student after all. Well, I'll go back to work now. Yes, me too. Can you help me right now, Teal? I can't reach high enough to remove that banner. Sure. Thanks. I briefly helped out Snow before going back to my own tasks. But even the rest of my shift was over before too long. Phoenix seemed to have done a good job too. She didn't ask me for help all day. And I didn't notice any problems with how she dealt with her customers either. I wish the first day I worked on my own had gone this smoothly. Phoenix actually finished up before me, so I hurried up getting ready to not make her wait too long. Are you ready to go? Yes, thanks for waiting. Teal, you're about to end your shift. Yes, why? I'm sorry to ask this so suddenly, but could you stay for the next shift as well? I just received a call that the person who was supposed to work now had an accident. Oh, are they alright? Yes, it's nothing serious, but now I'm still short on staff for the afternoon. This would be added to your paycheck, of course. So like if like all these events are like linear, then well, like if you want to pursue Phoenix, I guess you can just but I guess this might conflict it, but you can get like all the money by just taking all the extra shifts, I guess. It would really help me out quite a lot if you stayed longer. Oh, this is again difficult because technical I promised to give the manga collection the series. Well, hopefully she'll understand. Then again, like, well, this is a game, so not like we need to be responsible. But like this would be the responsible option. Sorry, I can't. I feel bad about leaving you hanging like this, but I already have plans for today. I had a feeling you would. Don't worry, I'll make it work somehow. I'm still a minor, so don't expect me to take over the shift. Nah. Well, we'll be off then. See you on Thursday. Yes, bye Teal, bye Phoenix. Oh, and Teal? Don't worry about the books, just pay for them when you can. Right. Sorry, it's a bit messy. Welcome back, Teal. Oh no. Who was that? Oh, visitor. Hello, my name is Joyce, and I am Teal's personal support AI. Stress. It's a little complicated, but long story short, Joyce here is living inside of my computer and is basically acting like my maid. Ah, how cute. This design is giving me Kira Kira flashbacks. Wait, you watch Kira Kira? Yes, with my sister. How very kind of you. Do I have to ask, who are you? Sorry, I'm Phoenix. Teal and I share our shift at the bookstore. Oh, so you are Phoenix. Teal told me there is a new part-timer at work. I'm glad to have a face to the name now. Okay, so that aside, Phoenix is actually just here because I'll lend her some books. Of course, I'll keep her company while you're getting them. Well, it's just over here. Are the first 3 volumes okay? I can't give you more when you're done with them. Sure, that's enough, thanks. So you and Teal are getting along well? Yes, I'd say we do. I'm happy to hear that. Here you go. Thanks. Sorry about all this. It must seem kind of weird. Yeah. You certainly don't see a personal support AI every day. But I'd have to lie if I said I wasn't intrigued. How did you even get something like that? I had no idea AIs existed. Me neither until about a week ago. I'm taking part in a test program and it turned out to be this. Well, I won't tell anybody about Joyce if you're worried about that. Thanks for the books. Sure, see you next week then. Yes, see you. Kind of shit, huh? Sorry, but you have to admit this is anything but normal. Well, yes, but I thought you were used to it by now. And I thought you wouldn't dwell on things like that. I don't. Just found it noteworthy. Well, I'll go eat now, if you don't mind. Is there a name for a meal you eat between lunch and dinner? Oh, like lunner? Probably. But now the combinations that come to mind sound any good? Yeah, it doesn't. Anyway, dinner was pretty nice. Yeah, that's probably a bit nicer, I guess. It was basically just fried noodles with some vegetables, but it certainly hit the spot. All things considered, this was probably the best lunch I have had recently. But as most things, it came to an end eventually. You have finished eating? Yes. Do you have plans for the evening, or are you going to relax? You're asking if I want to work on art, aren't you? Yes, but as always, it's your choice, of course. Although I do want to remind you that the deadline is the day after tomorrow. Then again, your entry is already looking good. I think I'll... Oh, let's just try to make it perfect and see if it works. I'll make some art. There really isn't much time left, so why not? Oh, we still have like the smiley face here, so it is fine. Right? I'm happy you're so diligent, Teal. Alright, let's just quickly get some work done before it gets too late. As I have already done before, I spent the evening drawing. I think it was productive. For the most part, it felt like I was just polishing what was already there. In the end, I felt accomplished when I was done for the day. And quickly after that I went to bed. Good morning, Teal. Today is the day you have to submit your entry for the competition. Yes, I know. But thank you for reminding me. Of course. Because he probably doesn't realize that it's all kind of stressful. Well, there are still a few hours before the submission period ends. But do you want to submit your entry right away? I actually already prepared everything, so you just need to say yes and we are good to go. So let's submit it. Not like I'm going to work on it some more today. But I hope it is ready then. Alright, done. Good luck. I hope you win, Teal. Well, most likely not. So now that your entry is submitted, doesn't this feel great? Having one worry less on your mind? I guess. I mean, there are still the results that will be announced on Saturday. But it will still be a lot more relaxed than the last few days. Is there anything you want to do today? You currently have 340 euros on your bank account. Although that doesn't include your work from Monday, so it's technically a little more. So I guess 400 out of 700. Well, this is a little worrisome. Maybe I should work a bit more to make sure I have enough before the end of the month. Unless I bet it all on the competition, of course. Oh, just plan your days way you want. But maybe you could go outside again. Or just change things up a little. I like my routine. But maybe that's not a bad idea. Oh, Miss Cutover again. Well, if you're worried about money, you can get another chance to work today. Hello, Miss Cutover. Hello, Teal. I'm sorry, this is so short notice again, but I still have a free spot for today's afternoon shift. Would you like to work today? Well, sure, we have all the energy, so why not? Yeah, well, then again. But I would assume it's fine, like if it's this or going out, like, well, he's kind of single-minded, but neither of them is going, you know, exactly like further to romance with the AI. Yeah, well, let's work. My finances still don't look great, so I'm thankful for any extra shifts I can get. Great, thank you. Then I don't have to worry about finding someone else. See you soon, Teal. Yes, see you later, Miss Cutover. So you are working today? You should start getting ready then. Yeah, I better. But I kind of got the feeling that this isn't like 100% workaholic behavior, but kind of. Like, I did refuse it once. But it feels a bit strange to come here so often. But I need the money. Teal, I'm glad you could make it. Sure, thanks for calling me. Well, you know what to do. I'll leave this up to you then, Teal. Alright, let's do this. Looks like Phoenix isn't here today. Welcome to Cutover Books. How can I help you? Or is this the difficult customer? Surprise me. What? I want you to surprise me. So you just want to buy a random book? No. I want you to think about what book might be to my liking. Oh, that is a difficult customer, I guess. Sorry, this isn't how things work here. I shall talk to the manager if that's the case. She's not available right now. You're not lying, are you? Well, I shall give you one more chance then. What kinds of books do you think I like? More like it's like anything. Don't know, something about riddles maybe. Close, but no, that does not cut it. But on to the next question. Oh dear. Fine. Alright, what have you got? That's the spirit. But I'm sorry to disappoint. I actually don't have another question. I just wanted to test your willingness to help me. ... So do I pass? I'm positively surprised. You seem to know exactly what a customer might want. Okay, but I'll ask you again if there's anything you want to buy. Yes, I'd like a cookbook. What was the act for then? Act? Nah. Do you want to look around yourself or do you need a recommendation? I'll look around, But maybe I'll come back to that offer. Jeez. I really don't invite whoever has this shift normally. Hello, I'm looking for a book for my son. Sure, is there anything particular he is interested in? Right now it's mostly fantasy books. I thought it was only a phase, but he's been reading them as if there's no tomorrow. Let's see. We have a few options here. No, let's try something along, I guess. Like if the kid likes to read, like then something along those would work. I don't know if he might have read them already, but there's a pretty long series that might be interesting. I believe it's around 14 novels by now, each adding a little bit to the story of a certain universe and what happens there over the centuries. That might keep him occupied, thanks. But I should probably ask him before getting something from such a long series. Alright? Well, feel free to come again after you asked him. ... I still haven't sold anything. It's probably not my fault, but oh, another customer. Still, what a surprise. Oh, Miss Pendergast. This will probably be a little more relaxed at least. So you really are working here more often? What a nice surprise. Did you finish your book already? Yes. It really was a good one, as you told me. But then again, this is from one of my favorite authors. Good to hear that you liked it. Do you look for something specific today? Not particularly, but if you have a suggestion, I'm all ears still. Well, let's have a suggestion, I guess. I actually do have a suggestion. You remember that space opera trilogy you read a while ago? Yes, the drugged old captain still visits me in my dreams occasionally. Well, there's a spin-off series running right now that you might be interested in. Oh, is that so? I'll definitely check it out then. Thank you, Teal. Sure. That's $7.99. This is my favorite bookstore for a reason. Is there anything else I can help you with? No, that's all. Thanks, Teal. Alright, looks like my shift is almost over. I think I saw snow earlier. I wonder what they are up to today. Riding again, Snow. Yeah, need to finish this before Monday. Oh, I didn't know you had time constraints. Well, I need to finish it eventually, so why not finish it before Monday? Oh man, I wish I had been this organized when I was your age. You're still not organized as I am, Teal. Way to rub salt in the wounds. But not like I can argue. Anyway, when I can read the story, you're gonna post it once it's done. Then now, this is only a test, so probably not. If it goes well, you might get to read it in one way or another though. Eventually. Okay, I won't rush you. I couldn't write for the life of me. Especially not as quickly as you. I'm not that quick. Please remember that light novel you wrote in a single weekend. I'm doing my best not to. Corporate vampires turned me into a ghost and now I have to unionize lycanthropic ferrets to make them pay. Oh, that is light novel for sure. It was great. I still cringe just hearing the title, but it was the good kind of cringe, like a camp movie in book form. Well, at least it showed me that comedy isn't my forte, I guess. And that you really shouldn't try to write a book in a weekend. Yeah, well, I think like people who write books like have like some kind of like a book writing month or something, but the weekend is probably rough. What are you talking about? I'm still proud that I have one of the 3 print copies you made. ... Anyway, my shift is over, so I'll go home now. And I kind of want to read that light novel again. Please don't. No promises. By snow. Eventually, I went home. Nothing much happened in the evening. But I think today's events were enough excitement for one day. So now I should have like 460. Half of the month is over now. I hope I'll make enough money. I really don't want to face my landlord without rent again after the fiasco in January. So it should be 2 weeks, and like if each week is like 120, then it should be enough, I think. Well, let's just work. Good morning, Teal. Phoenix isn't here today, so you're on your own this time. I'll try to be done with my work before noon, though, so you at least don't have to watch the shop on your own. Thanks. I think I'll manage though. Alright, I'll be in the office if you need anything. Let's get started then. Hello, do you by chance have art books? I think we got a delivery with a few art books on Monday. Anything specific you are looking for? Yes, Titan Watch Online. Wait, they have an art book now? Yes, it was just released, but it's already sold out online. That's too bad. I'd love to have one of those myself. I didn't get a chance to sort the art books yet, so I'll check if we have the one you're looking for. Let's see. Wait, looks like someone already put them on shelves while I wasn't here. There it is. The Art of Titan Watch Online, only 1 copy left. That's disappointing. I'd really like to have that one for myself. Sell it. I can't just keep it. This is my job after all. You're in luck. I have checked and we have exactly 1 copy left. Really? That is great. Okay, that will be $35.99. Awesome, thanks. Please come again. Dot dot dot. Bummer. At least he was happy. Naughty Cat is really going all out though. First a competition, now such a huge art book. Huh, and people said the game was dead years ago. Wait, why is there a copy of the book on my pile? Oh my god, thank you whoever thought of me when they realized these books would sell out quickly. Snow probably. Okay, well that went well luckily. Anyway, I should probably do my job. Welcome to Cat Hoover Books. How can I help you? Thanks, I'm just looking around. Alright. Today's pretty slow somehow. Oh, but you sold like 3 books worth of an art book. Should I read it in the art book for a bit? Well, let's read it. Like who knows? Well, like most likely the drawing isn't in it, but well, would be nice. Well, let's read it. Well, why not? It's not long until my shift ends anyway. I have been wanting to get a glimpse behind the design process of the Titans since forever. They are also unique. With their behavior and anatomy, it almost feels like they could really exist. This book is awesome. I can't wait for the day I have enough money to buy this. I should probably pay attention to work again. Hello, I'd like to buy this book. Alright, that makes $6.69. I didn't know we had these smart novellas. Here. I'm sorry, did you carry this bag already when you entered the store? Yes, why? Just wondering. Feels suspicious though. Probably doesn't hurt to ask if I open it. Actually, could you open it please? I don't want to suspect you, but we are required to check when you notice something suspicious. What about privacy? I'm sorry. If this is a misunderstanding, I'll apologize and you can go. But in case it isn't, the damage would be my responsibility. I refuse. You weren't paying attention, so now you try to make up for it by suspecting me. I admit that I was distracted, but I would be asking you this either way. Please don't make this any more difficult than it needs to be. Okay. There are books in here, but it doesn't look like they are ours. They look at least a few years old, or at the very least well read. I think some of the covers are even stained. Oh god. Okay, I'm sorry, this was a misunderstanding. Please zip the bag. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. If it's okay with you, why don't you take a voucher from our store as an apology? Okay. Please come again. We probably won't. But I guess this was better than not checking. Well, better be safe than sorry. Well, looks like my safety is almost over. Welcome back, Teal. Did you have a good day at work? Well, kind of iffy, I guess. Haters, well, let's not talk about it. Was it that bad? Okay, then let's distract you. I have been keeping an eye on the Naughty Cat website, and it looks like they are having a live stream right now. It's mostly interviews with some of the artists who already managed to get into the next round of the competition. Wait, next round? Yes, didn't I tell you? But you sure didn't. The submission yesterday was only for the first round, and the best 8 participants will be chosen to participate in the finale. So even if I make it, it won't be over yet. Correct? Do you want to watch the live stream? Sure, let's check out who else is taking part. Joining us now is a local artist and one of the first participants who are already confirmed for the second round. Please welcome an aspiring concept artist and illustrator who has become quite popular online with her stunningly detailed paintings. Phoenix? Oh, what? That's not a very common name, is it? Thanks for having me. Oh my god, it really is her. Ah, so that's why she took the day off today. You didn't know that Phoenix is also an artist? No, don't tell me you did. Not for sure, but I mean, there were a couple of hints. I'm not sure why this is discouraging me. After an unanimous vote from all the judges, your entry was one of the first to clear this initial round. And as if that wasn't impressive enough, you submitted your entry for judging almost 2 weeks before the official deadline. Would you mind telling us a little about the process of making a piece of art that so easily impressed professionals from the games industry? Well, I'm not sure what to say. Naughty Cat's work has always been impressive, so of course I wanted to take part when I heard of this opportunity last month. Last month? I had no idea this had been going on for so long. Geez, I bet the rest of the participants had a head start too. So once I had the basic concept in mind, it was really just a process of trying things out and iterating until it looked like it does now. Still, you make it sound so simple. How long have you been an artist? It's pretty much the usual story. When I was a kid, I was drawing all the time. So as I improved and making art professionally wasn't just a pipe dream anymore, I decided to go for it. Alright, unfortunately we are running out of time. Thanks again for joining us today. Sure, thanks for having me. Did this really just happen? Not only was Phoenix being interviewed at Naughty Cat Studios, she also got an unanimous approval from who knows how many artists there. You could call Phoenix and congratulate her, but I suppose I could call her. Well. Oh, I guess could as well call. Alright, I call her. Hello. Hello Phoenix, it's Teal. Oh, hey Teal. Can I call you back later? I'm on a business trip of sorts. I know, that's why I'm calling actually. I saw the live stream. So congratulations on making it through the first round. Thanks, how did you know about the live stream? Joyce told me. Ah, I see. So you know about the competition? Are you taking part in it too? Yeah, but I don't know my results yet. Well, I wish you good luck. Thanks. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Sure. I won't be back before later tonight, but maybe we can meet up on the weekend. So let's talk again then. The results for everyone else will be announced this coming Saturday. So it's just a few more days until we know how well you did. Yeah, let's hope I made it. The money would be nice. And not to jinx it or anything, but working at NaughtyCat would quite literally be a dream come true. Well, now that we know Phoenix takes part, it looks like the competition is quite skilled. Was that a pun? Who knows? So I suppose I'll just go on with my day then. There weren't many more surprises that day. I'd say I had my fill. Maybe I could have guessed it, but to think that Phoenix isn't just interested in art, but is actually an artist as well. It even seems like Phoenix is ahead of me in terms of popularity and, well, maybe skill too. Normally that would discourage me, but I can't let that drag me down when I might still have a chance. The final results will be announced soon. I really hope my entry was good enough. March 18th, Saturday. So is it like announced today? Like, I guess we could watch that and then call it a day. Like, then, oh, good time to think like what to do next, depending on the results. Good morning, Teal. Good morning. You really don't get tired of this, do you? No, of course not. Sweat drops. Anyway, today is the day the competition results are announced. Yeah, no, I have been anxious since Wednesday. Well, I already checked before you woke up. Want me to tell you your results? Oh yes. Yes, please. That's a different face than I expected. My future potentially depends on this. Very well. So you got a total of 100 points in all categories, which means you are one of the 8 finalists who will compete for a job at NaughtyCat Teal. Oh my god! I made it! This is surreal. I'm proud of you, Teal. I know you'd be able to make it if you just tried. Did they give out any details on what exactly the final round is? Not quite. It takes place on March 24th, so you have a little less than a week to prepare. But just knowing basics of art theory and what it takes to work at a company like this should be enough, I think. Alright then I still have a few days before it gets serious. Yes, and if that works out as well as you might get the kind of job you always dreamed of. Okay, I think I'll need some time to adjust to this news. Sure, just take your time letting it sink in. Making it to the final round sure is big news. Taking a shower helped me cool off my head, but it was still hard to grasp that this was reality now. Somehow managed to make something that impressed some of the artists at Naughty Cat Studios. Something that was on par with the work of the best 8 of hundreds of participants. Telling this to myself doesn't even help make it sound any more real. Maybe it will sink in over the coming days. In the end, they started pretty much the same way as any other. Well, aside from all the competition related commotion. So, how do you plan to spend this wonderful Saturday? Why don't you celebrate a little? You deserve it, and it would be a nice change of pace. Well, probably, but I'm not really one for celebrations. Plus, who would I celebrate with? Well, Phoenix surely has a reason to celebrate as well. Of course, there's also me, but I have a feeling that it would end up being not too different from our usual days. I suppose. Well, you don't have to decide now, but the day is still young. So, have you thought of anything you want to do then? Oh? Is it Miss Cadhuber? No, it's Phoenix. Hello. Hello, Teal. It's Phoenix. I saw the competition results and wanted to congratulate you for also making it to the second round. Thanks, I appreciate it. I thought about maybe celebrating since the first half of the competition is over now. So would you be up for it? I don't really have any specific plans though. Oh, I'm kind of torn on it, but I want to celebrate with Joyce. I think I'll pass. Thanks for asking me, but I think I'll pass. Okay, well, I just thought it would be nice. Don't you think you should accept, Teal? No, Joyce. What? Nothing. But weren't you just talking about how doing something nice would be a good change of pace? Yes, but don't you want to celebrate? I guess. Alright, actually, I think I'll take you up on that offer after all. Oh, great. Oh, he doesn't even want to celebrate with me. Would it be okay if I come over? Well, I guess that works. Then I can celebrate with Joyce in a way. Maybe we can think about going somewhere else then. Sure. Alright, see you later. Yeah, see you. So I guess that settles our talk about how to spend today. Yeah. There's probably no time to clean this place, but maybe I can make it a little tidier before Phoenix arrives. Yeah, like you can just like do the like sweep everything under the bed kind of thing. There really wasn't enough time. I underestimated the task at hand and only just now noticed the extent of the chaos in my room. Long before the end of cleaning was in sight, the doorbell already rang. Hey Teal. Sorry for showing up so suddenly. Ah, don't worry. I mean, you asked me first. And sorry about the mess. Oh, I don't mind. I'm still excited about the competition. I'm really happy we are in this together. Would you mind showing me your entry? I mean, I saw it on the competition website already, but it was fairly small on there. Oh. I mean, alright, I guess I'll show you. Here. I like the composition. And your sense for lighting is good too. It's also nice with how few brush strokes you build the impression of texture. I'm really bad at that myself, to be honest. Thanks. I'm happy to hear you say that. After I watched the live stream, I felt like you were really far ahead of me. Not at all. I guess I got a bit lucky with gathering so much attention. But other than that, there's still a lot about my art I want to improve. Well, when it isn't there. Can I see your illustration too? I didn't get a chance to check it on the website yet. Oh sure, one moment. Here you go. Oh, that is very different. Oh gosh, that's really good. Now I'm even happier they chose my piece too. Oh, thanks, but you have no reason to look down on your art. I put a lot of effort into the character, but I didn't even attempt to paint the whole scene this time. If I had also added a background in this style, I probably would have missed the deadline. I think your piece is much more atmospheric, since it's a complete scene. Thanks. So, what did you have in mind for today? Well, I'm not really one to drink much, but maybe getting a beer somewhere. You can make a suggestion if you have a better idea, of course. I mean, it's a special occasion. Yeah, there's a bar I kinda like a little further down the street. It's pretty small, and even on the weekend it's not too full, but it has a nice atmosphere. Sure, that sounds good. Do you want to go there? Well, this is like the me choice because I don't really like bars. So let's see what happens. Actually, I'm not really in the mood for bars today. That's okay with me. It was only an idea. I just thought talking with a fellow artist might be nice. Sure, it's still pretty early. Maybe we could go to a cafe or something. I know one that's pretty good. You wanna go there? Yeah, like a cafe sounds better to me. Yeah, that would be nice. But I guess like the bar would be like well, if you pursue her, then I guess. Of course, depends on the person, but well, like here in Finland, it's like if you don't go to a bar, then you're like like, well, you have pretty few opportunities in terms of dating. Like, well, online dating is pretty much the only choice. Like, if you get lucky with finding like people in a hobby or something, but it's really unlikely when you're gay. So well, all right, I think it should still be open around this time. I'll quickly get ready then. Other than us, there were only a handful of other customers at the cafe. When we arrived, it was still a few hours until closing time, but I guess it wasn't exactly a rush hour. We talked a lot about the competition, about art, even a little about Titan Wars Online and Task Layer Kira Kira. As it turned out, Phoenix shares a bunch of my interests. Although it seems like Phoenix mostly focuses on improving her skill anyway, I still don't know much about her as a person. Phoenix isn't exactly secretive, but even I talk more about myself. So, all in all, the evening was really enjoyable. We celebrated being in the final round together. It was already night when I got home, but it wasn't exactly late, all things considered. I only met Phoenix a bit more than a week ago, but my impression of her has definitely changed. She might seem a little aloof, but I guess Phoenix just expresses her thoughts differently. So anyway, Joyce asked me about my evening when I got back. I told her what happened and she seemed genuinely happy that I had a good time. Joyce was still acting a little strange though. It was normal for her to ask me about my day, but it usually wasn't so in-depth. Maybe it was just curiosity, but occasionally it seemed like Joyce wanted to say something only to remain silent. Ooh. Nice shadowing there. Well, whatever the word is. It seemed unusual for her. I almost asked if something was wrong, but Joyce would tell me if that was the case, right? Alright, it's getting interesting, but it's also getting a little rough on my voice, so maybe we'll call it here. Should it also be like pretty good pace to like finish this on the next session, I guess. Hello? Oh. Oh, there we go. So, well, definitely a good game. Like, I'm really like excited to see how this continues, but well, let's have a little bit of a break from this and continue next week, I guess. Well, like next Wednesday at the latest. But yeah, as I said earlier, I was planning to do like an art stream either on Friday or Saturday. So if you're interested in that, well, stay tuned, I guess. But well, thank you for watching, and well, see you later. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.